I am speaking to you now, not by coincidence, not by chance, but because at 4:59 p.m. something shifted in the unseen, and your spirit felt the ripple before your mind could understand it. You paused, didn't you? Even if only for a second. That moment of stillness was not empty. It was filled with movement, with alignment, with a connection that has been forming far beyond what your eyes can see. I am guiding you to pay attention, because what touched your life in that exact minute also reached the one your soul has been tied to long before this lifetime began. You have been asking for clarity, for a sign, for confirmation that what you feel is real. And I tell you now, it is real. At 4:59 p.m., a door opened in the spiritual realm, subtle, quiet, but undeniable. Your soulmate felt a pull, an unexplainable shift in their heart. They may not have understood it, but you did. That sudden thought, that emotional wave, that memory that came out of nowhere, that was not random. That was alignment. That was preparation. Do not ignore this. Too often you have doubted the signals I have placed in your path. Too often you have dismissed what your intuition whispered as imagination. But I am telling you clearly, this connection is not fading. It is strengthening. Even when distance, silence, or confusion tries to convince you otherwise, there is movement happening beneath the surface. What you felt today was confirmation that the bond is active, alive, and responding to divine timing. Pause here and acknowledge this moment. If you feel this message resonating deep within you, comment 1111 as a sign that you are ready to receive what is being aligned for you. Let your declaration be seen, because what you affirm begins to manifest more clearly in your reality. And do not keep this message to yourself. Like, share, and stay connected so you don't miss what is unfolding next. I also want to pass on a time-sensitive message from the moon to you, and you need to hear it today. A subtle yet powerful energy will push you to make a critical decision by the end of the week. You won't find the answer in your horoscope, so don't bother looking there. Click the link in the description to see your free personalized video moon reading. I was amazed at how accurate my reading was, and I know you will feel the same. You have been in a season of questioning. Wondering if you missed your chance, if the connection was one-sided, if the timing was ever going to work. But I am shifting your perspective now. What feels delayed has never been denied. What feels distant has never been disconnected. At 4:59 p.m., something within your soulmate awakened, a realization, a memory, a longing that they can no longer ignore. Even if they don't reach out immediately, something has begun. Understand this carefully, not every movement is visible right away. Some transformations happen quietly, internally, in ways that prepare both of you for what is to come. You are being aligned, not rushed. And while you are waiting, there is growth taking place in both hearts. You are being refined, strengthened, and brought into a space where you can receive what you have been asking for without fear or confusion. there is also something you must release. Doubt has been sitting too close to your thoughts, whispering things that are not true. It has made you question your worth, your timing, and even your ability to recognize love when it appears. I am asking you now to let that go. What happened at 4:59 p.m. was not meant to confuse you, it was meant to wake you up. To remind you that there is something greater at work. If you are ready to release doubt and step into trust, comment 2222 below. Declare that you are open to clarity and alignment. And as you do, take a moment to like and share this message so it can reach others who are also being awakened to what is happening in their lives right now. You may not know exactly who this person is yet, or perhaps you do and circumstances have made things complicated. But hear this clearly, the connection you felt is mutual. It is not one-sided. It is not imagined. It is not something you created alone. At 4:59 p.m., both of your energies responded to the same divine signal. That is not something that can be forced or faked. That is something that is orchestrated. There are things happening behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. Conversations that are being prepared. Realizations that are forming. Barriers that are slowly being removed. You might feel like nothing is happening because you don't see immediate results, but I am asking you to trust the process. What is being built is meant to last, and that requires timing that goes beyond your current understanding. You are also being asked to stay grounded. Do not let impatience pull you into actions that disrupt the natural flow of what is unfolding. You do not need to chase what is already being guided toward you. You do not need to force what is already aligning. Your role right now is to remain open, aware, and ready. If you feel the urge to reach out, pause and ask yourself, is this coming from peace or from fear? Because what is meant for you will not require desperation. It will come with clarity, with ease, with a sense of knowing that does not need constant validation. Now is the time to strengthen your inner voice. Because as things begin to shift more visibly, you will need to trust yourself more than ever before. What you felt at 4:59 p.m. was only the beginning of a deeper awareness that is being activated within you. If you believe something is changing in your connection, comment 33:33 and affirm, I trust the timing that is unfolding for me. Let that be your anchor as things continue to move. And remember, this message reached you for a reason. Stay connected, like, share, and subscribe so you remain aligned with the guidance that is meant for you. There is one more thing you must understand. The connection between you and your soulmate is not just emotional, it is spiritual. That means it operates beyond logic, beyond timelines, beyond expectations. That is why it feels intense. That is why it feels undeniable. And that is why moments like 4:59 p.m. carry so much meaning. You are not being led into confusion. You are being led into awareness. And awareness requires you to see beyond what is immediately in front of you. To trust what you feel even when you cannot explain it. To believe in what is forming even before it fully arrives. Your soulmate is closer than you think, not just physically, but energetically. The distance you feel is temporary. The connection you felt is permanent. And what is being aligned right now will reveal itself in ways that remove all doubt. Stay patient. Stay aware. Stay open. And if you are ready to welcome this connection into its next phase, comment 44:44 and declare, I am ready for what is meant for me. I am not finished with you yet. What began at 4:59 p.m. was only the first ripple of a greater movement I have already set into motion for your life. You have felt the pressure, the weight, the quiet battles you rarely speak about. I have seen every tear you tried to hide, every moment you held yourself together when you felt like breaking. And I tell you now, none of it has been wasted. Your pain has been preparing the ground for a breakthrough that is closer than you realize. There were nights when you questioned everything, your path, your purpose, even your own strength. You wondered why things had to be so difficult, why answers seemed delayed, why love felt complicated instead of peaceful. But I was there in every moment, shaping something within you that could not be built any other way. The struggle was not sent to defeat you. It was there to refine you, to awaken a deeper understanding, to bring you into alignment with what you have truly been asking for. The miracle you are waiting for is not separate from you. It is forming within you and around you at the same time. Sometimes you expect a sudden change, something dramatic and obvious. But often, the most powerful breakthroughs begin quietly. A shift in your mindset. A release of something that has been holding you back. A new sense of clarity that changes how you see everything. These are not small things. These are the foundations of transformation. Right now, something is being lifted from your spirit. The heaviness that has followed you, the confusion that clouded your decisions, the emotional weight you carried for so long, it is beginning to break. You may not fully understand it yet, but you can feel it. There is a subtle lightness, a sense that something is changing. That is not your imagination. That is healing beginning to take place. Pause here and acknowledge what you have already overcome. If you can feel even a small shift within yourself, comment 55:55 and declare, I receive my healing. Let that be your confirmation that you are stepping into a new phase. And as you do, like, share, and stay connected so you continue receiving what is meant to guide you forward. There is something important you must release now. The habit of holding on to past wounds as proof that things will not change. I know it has been difficult to trust again when you have been disappointed before. I know it has been hard to believe in something better when your experiences have taught you to expect less. But I am telling you clearly, your past is not your future. What hurt you is real, but it does not define what is coming next. The lessons remain, but the pain does not have to. You are being invited into a space where healing is not just possible, it is already happening. You do not need to force it. You only need to allow it. Your breakthrough is connected to your willingness to let go. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Let go of the fear that things will fall apart again. Let go of the belief that you are not ready. Because you are more ready than you think. Everything you have been through has prepared you for this moment. There is also a restoration happening in your emotional world. The parts of you that felt lost, the parts of you that closed off to protect yourself, they are beginning to open again. Slowly, gently, in a way that feels safe. You are not being rushed. You are being guided. If you are ready to release the past and step into something new, comment 66:66 and affirm, I let go and I move forward. Let your words align with the shift that is already happening within you. And remember to like and share this message so it reaches others who need this reminder right now. What you experienced at 4:59 p.m. was not just about connection, it was also about awakening. It was a signal that something within you is ready to rise. A new level of awareness, a deeper sense of purpose, a clearer understanding of who you are and what you deserve. You are not the same person you were before. You have grown, even in ways you didn't notice. There is a strength within you now that did not exist before. A quiet confidence. A deeper resilience. A clearer voice that knows when something feels right and when it does not. This is part of your breakthrough. Not just external change, but internal transformation that supports everything else. And yes, there is something beautiful forming in your life. Something that will bring you peace instead of confusion. Something that will feel stable instead of uncertain. But it requires you to meet it with the version of yourself that has learned, healed, and grown. Do not go back to old patterns just because they are familiar. Do not accept less than what you have asked for just because it feels easier. You are being raised to a higher level of awareness, and with that comes the responsibility to choose differently. Your miracle is not just about what you receive, it is about who you become in the process. And you are becoming someone who understands their worth, who trusts their intuition, who no longer settles for confusion when clarity is available. If you feel this transformation happening within you, comment 77:77 and declare, I am stepping into my breakthrough. Let that be your commitment to yourself and to what is unfolding in your life. There is also healing taking place in your connection with your soulmate. The distance, the misunderstandings, the emotional blocks, these are being addressed in ways you cannot fully see yet. Both of you are being guided, even if it doesn't look like it from the outside. Sometimes healing requires space. Sometimes clarity comes through silence. And sometimes growth happens separately before it can come together. This is part of the process you are in right now. It is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of preparation. You are being aligned with something that will not only bring you joy but also stability. Something that will not constantly leave you questioning where you stand. But for that to happen, both of you must reach a place of understanding and readiness. Trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Trust that what is being built now will reveal itself at the right time. And trust that you are not alone in this process, even when it feels quiet. If you are ready to trust the journey ahead, comment 88:88 and affirm, I trust what is unfolding for me. Let that be your anchor as you continue forward. And don't forget to like, share, and stay connected so you remain aligned with what is coming next. I am guiding you into a season of renewal. A season where things begin to make sense, where the weight you carried becomes lighter, where the answers you have been searching for begin to appear. This is not the end of your story. It is the turning point. Everything you have been through has brought you here. And everything that is coming will reflect the growth you have achieved. Stay open. Stay aware. Stay grounded in the truth that you are being guided towards something meaningful. Your miracle is not delayed. Your breakthrough is not distant. Your healing is already in motion. And you are ready. Amen.